Send this out to my good friend, Hoppy Spinks, who's in heaven now. Life just wasn't right to him. There was something he couldn't find. This man from Montgomery, with the soulful, haunting eyes, he could tear a crowd to pieces, but he tore himself as well. Right down the middle of a heart that went through hell. Jesus, I hope he called out to you, and you sent your angels down and showed him who you really are. I hope old Hiram came around. $60 some odd years ago, on a cold December night, his life spent and his passion gone, he slipped away from us in time. If there's a way I could have been there long enough to say goodbye, well, I pray to God that I would have seen his spirit lighten up the sky. Jesus, I hope he called out to you, and you sent your angels down and showed him who you really are. I hope old Hiram came around. I hope old Hiram came around.
Scott McQuaig and Hiram. Well, that was a good song. Scott come in and done that with us live a few months back. What a great song that is. And thank you to everybody joining us. Since we last spoke, we've had a change in the weather, and let me pull up radar so we can have this up. Storming Norman joins us now, and good afternoon.
Yes.
How are you today?
Good afternoon, Scotty Ray. I'm good. Y'all doing okay?
Yeah, good, but it looks like we've had a complete change of direction with the weather.
Yeah, a little bit. It's, yesterday we talked about the storm possibly going a little bit further east, and that's kind of exactly what's happened a little bit. And, of course, last night it exploded. I mean, it went from a Cat 1 to a Cat 4 storm very quickly. And that is obviously up the ante for us, I think, in the next couple of days also.
Now, since you were on, this happened within 10, 15 minutes ago. Lauderdale County and Kemper County, Winston County, and all these just north of us have gone under tropical storm warning. So explain to folks who don't know what that means. Put that in layman's terms for us.
Well, that means you've got to have at least either gust over 40 and also sustained winds at 40. You can have both. Usually for a tropical storm, you got to have sustained winds at 40. And then obviously you'll have gusts up to 50 to 60 miles an hour. And so that's kind of the picture the National Weather Service is painting for us over central. And now you can honestly say parts of northeast Mississippi now that they're going to receive at least winds over 40 miles an hour. And if Winston County is going to receive winds over 40 miles an hour, when you get down to Scott and Newton, Lauderdale, Rankin, and those areas, you can, kind of think that, well, it's going to be a little bit worse down here.
Right. And as we look at Winston County there, Starkville is going to have this Columbus area also, and West Point, all those areas.
Yeah.
Now,
they're just saying that this storm is going to hold together a lot longer than they thought, and may get up here a little bit quicker than thought.
All right, we just, as we go down to the edge of Alabama, we got a tornado warning that is issued northwest of Pensacola, and this is going to be for Baldwin County and oh boy, and I had the wording on it right a minute ago, Escacamba. Yeah, I said it wrong again.
Go ahead.
I can't get it out.
Yeah, and that's going to be our weather through Tuesday morning, especially from Meridian area to Jackson southward. We're looking at I think a level 2 slight risk of tornadoes on top of what we're going to get with the wind.
All right, winds, as we were talking about that a moment ago, sustained winds now 40, and we're going to have gusts. What's your thoughts on the gust again?
I'm thinking, Scott County is probably, Scott County can get close to 60. Also Leake County up towards 60, 55 to 60. Further east, Newton, Neshoba, probably around 50, 55 or so. Get further east, Lauderdale, probably around 45 to 50, maybe a little bit higher.
Right.
And so basically general anywhere from, gusts from 40 to 60, basically from the I-20 corridor up now through the Golden Triangle area.
Now, when we move back across here, is Jackson going to be just really wiped out without power and things?
Yes, they are. Yes, especially I think Jackson southward they're going to be kind of ice storm type power lines probably. Where we're looking, days, maybe a week or so in some areas, especially south of Jackson. I think I said this yesterday, Brookhaven, Macomb, those areas, Tylertown, west of Hattiesburg and that area, they're going to be without power for a while.
Yeah, you follow Highway 98 from Macomb over to Tylertown to Columbia into Hattiesburg, and that area there is going to take a beating on this, aren't they?
They're going to take a beating, yes. And it's not going to be a quick beating either. It's going to be a several hours beating.
Now, as we look at Slidell right now, I've got that pulled up where everybody can see. It's pouring to where you can hardly see in Slidell all the way over to Hammond, Louisiana through there.
Yeah, it's going to do that for a long time. This is not a 2 or 3 hour event. This is going to be, 8 to 10 hour event for a lot of people.
So as we look at this, let's talk timeline of where you see it when we should start putting our heads up and going, all right, it's going to be here within an hour or two. What is your best guesstimation on this?
I think the tornado threat is anywhere after midnight. We got to watch these little, you just talked about the tornado warning down Escambia County, I think, Baldwin area. That's what's going to be up here around midnight probably. And so and usually tornadoes with hurricanes, they're very brief. They're isolated. But if it hits your house, it's not very isolated. But the problem is they spin up real quick without very little warning at all. Usually by the time the warning gets out, they're already probably dissipated.
Yeah, it's already on you and too late.
It's already on you and too late. And it's, but after midnight, the tornado threat, I think, kicks in by 6 a.m. is when we're going to start probably feeling tropical storm gust around 6 a.m. to maybe 9 a.m., depending on how fast the storm gets up here. So I think the worst of the weather is, from anywhere from, this is depending on where you live, anywhere from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., 4 p.m. is going to be the time really along the I-20 corridor is when the worst weather is going to get here.
All right, and let me ask this, and this may just be one of those questions that you can't answer, or it's just an opinion. Say you're listening right now, and as we brought up the tornado threat and these overnight hours and how quick they come, would you suggest staying in your storm shelter overnight if you've got one?
I don't think it's, would be that extreme. That would be your personal choice. If I had a storm shelter, I don't know if I would stay in it tonight. But that's, your personal choice, and, you go for it if you want to do that.
Right. Now, the next question, and let me see if I can pull up this. I've got this somewhere. When it comes to power outages, I've got one here somewhere. Let me go down and find. What would you say when it comes to power outages when we could start seeing that stuff?
Probably around 9 a.m. mid-morning tomorrow morning.
9 a.m.
Yeah, I would think around 9 a.m. All the way, to 6 p.m.
Now, what I've got on the screen that because you're on the phone with me, on the screen I've got where we've got, without a doubt, widespread all around Louisiana through Jackson is out, and then we've got the possibility from there over. And I think this possible has now been extended a little bit further over with this in light of the new storms.
I think so too. I think probable. It's probably the better wording I would use now. That it's probably better than 50%. Well, it's much better than 50% chance that we're going to have power outages. Now, it all depends on where you live and how good your, grid system is. Depends on, whether or not. I know there's some areas here around Union, if wind blows a little bit, their power's going out. So,
right. The National Weather Service is telling us tomorrow during daytime 2 to 3 inches, and tomorrow night around 2 inches again. So that's 5.
That's 5.
Do you see more than that? That maybe that's underestimated?
Yeah, usually when they throw that forecast, that's kind of a average deal, and it's usually on the low end. I've read where there's some areas can get up to 10 inches, 4 to 8, and then some areas up to 10 inches. So that's I would say right now the middle probably about 6 inches.
Okay.
Total, but you get one of those heavier bands or whatever, and it could be a little bit more.
All right. As we talked about, we're expecting the real bad stuff through roughly 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. What do we see going into tomorrow night and through Tuesday? What are the conditions going to be like? Okay,
tomorrow night and Tuesday, you got to remember, we're still on the kind of the south end of the storm, and so the tornado threat is still going to be there, especially for these. If the sun comes out, these isolated thunderstorms pop up. With all the turning of the air, they could go tornadic pretty quick. So the threat for tornadoes is not going to end tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be basically through Tuesday.
Oh, that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. All right. What am I leaving out? What do we need to remind everybody to do as this comes about?
The main thing is just don't drive unless you have to. The 50 and 60 mile an hour winds are not going to hurt you pretty much. It's the water. It's driving, and that's where we see the most deaths from hurricanes is from the water. And so if you don't need to be out, especially at night where you can't see the water and stuff like that, you just need to stay at home if all possible.
And recapping what you said, after midnight, we'll start seeing some possible isolated tornadoes. And then by 6 a.m., we could start seeing some bad weather through 4 p.m.
Yes, that's kind of the worst. Now, after 4 p.m., it's not going to be beach weather or anything like that. It's still going to be kind of rough. We're going to be real rough. But I think that's going to be the core of it, is basically from about 6 to about 3 or 4 for, the I-20 corridor. Now, if you live up toward Starkville and Columbus, you probably extend that out to, probably 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay.
Well, we're going to put you back on with us again tomorrow as this starts to come in, as we track this, if you don't mind, just to give us an update.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
All right. I do appreciate you joining us this afternoon, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Be safe.
All right. I'll be in touch.
All right. Bye-bye.
Again, that's Stormin' Norman who joined us with his forecast of what he expects for our area. We went from, it might not be too bad here. And I stated this morning that we really didn't have a whole lot to worry about here in Lauderdale County at that point. Well, it shifted, and things are a little different at this point. I'm going to take these out my ears if y'all don't mind, these headphones. But things have changed. And the worst is coming. If have not bought your gas, go ahead and get that for your generators. We want you to be safe and have that because it will be power outages. We're going to do another update a little later on, and we will have EMEPA with us to go over what they expect to happen. Now, I wanted to do this because we've got closings, and as I pull this up, I've got school closings. There's a little bit of everything that I have. Somebody just posted that Madison Alexander said that the casino in Philadelphia still has rooms available. So if you're in that area and you're needing a room, you can flip by there and get a room there if you know somebody looking for a room. As of right now, and if you've got a closing, inbox me, send it to me some way so we can add this to the list. East Central Community College is going to be closed. Leak Academy, Leak Schools, Meridian Community College, EMCC there in Scuba, both campuses. Holmes Community College, Morton Koch Chicken Plant, that's closed up. Choctaw Tribal Schools and Meridian Public Schools. As we go to page 2, our friends at Enterprise School, Newton County Schools, Neshoba County Schools, Dreams Come True Child Care. They're closed also on Monday. BJ's Tire down in Quitman. Quitman Schools, Russell Christian Academy, and also Union Public Schools. Lauderdale County Schools are closed, along with Jones Junior College. Quitman City Hall is closed. Douglas Orthodontics is closed tomorrow. Potter's Wheel. Also, Dean Plumbing is closed. Nanawaya Schools. Also, Clarkdale Clinic is closed tomorrow. The Clark County Courthouse is closed tomorrow. Tyson's Food in Carthage is closed. Kemper Academy has closed, along with the Clark County Landfill. The Meridian Stockyard, Poplar Springs Daycare is closed, and Lamar School has added their name to the list also. Meridian Mattress Factory, they're going to be closed tomorrow. Also, Louisville School District is closed. Kemper County Schools, and I'm getting word that NAS is also going to be closed. That's a list of the closings that I have at this point. So if you've got one that I have not mentioned, please get that to me so we can share that with everybody. We're trying to get the information to you as quickly as we get it. Check my page. Check it often. As soon as we get stuff, we get it posted on there to try to keep you up to date with the latest on that. Remember to be safe through all of this. Just use some common sense as we start to get this wind threat into our area. As we said, let me go back to radar here. What we've got, we've had some changes as we look at this, and now Lauderdale County, Kemper County, all of these areas. Macon, Mississippi, as we look at Macon right now, it is raining heavy. Let's turn on our locations here so you can see all of this. This is Louisville here, just south of there at Noxapater. Look at the rain coming down in Noxapater right now, and that moves toward that way. Over, if you're traveling 14 here, it's going to be a lot of rain there as you make your way coming out of Louisville. As you get about right here, that's going to be Bethel Baptist Church. A lot of rain there picks up. And it's coming up on this area right here at Crystal Ridge Road. That's coming in quick as we get out here. This is going to be the Lake Forest Ranch. Pouring rain there. Just west of the Kentucky Fried Chicken, Brooksville area. Look at all that rain. Up in Crawford, pouring rain this afternoon. Sturgis has got a lot as we move back down here. A little bit showers up there at the jail as we go down to Noxapater there at the Dollar General. And that's the biggest rain that we've got in the area right now. Let's go back down and make sure that we don't have any more tornado warnings that have been issued down here on the coast. We're still, all right, that one has expired that was issued down here just northeast of Pensacola earlier. We look at New Orleans, rain is coming down, it's pouring on those folks. So that's a quick look of what we've got on radar at this point. It's going to be devastating when it comes to the amount of rain that comes down on this. We're looking at anywhere from 6 inches plus in our area as well. So keep that in mind as you're planning. If you got, we've got a TV that is on our back porch. We went ahead, well, let me back up, and we didn't do anything. I was up here. The rest of the family gathered down there and took all of that down. Anything that could be blown off, the back porch was picked up and moved because that is going to be a big deal. Garbage cans, if you've got them out in the open, expect them to be way away from you by tomorrow afternoon. So if you can secure them, anything like that, if you've got lawn furniture, put that stuff up. Put it in your shed, your building, because it's going to blow all that around. All right, let me say some thank yous to folks that sponsor us. Snowden and Company Real Estate. See Amanda if you're looking for a home or selling your home anywhere from Meridian all the way to the Jackson area. She takes care of you. EMEPA, Citizens National Bank. If you're ready to start your own business, let Citizens National Bank help. Come in today. They'll show you how easy that is. Maple's one-stop shop. They're there for all your gasoline needs. As a matter of fact, if you're looking for gas right now, drop into their 4 locations anywhere around. You'll find them there in North Hills. You'll find them at Last Chance coming out on 493 Bonita. And also you can find them out at the country store there. Great places to get gas, along with Brookdale, Godwin Cleaning Services. They'll take care of you there if you need your home cleaned. Masterflow Plumbing, they take care of you there. They take care of all those plumbings, and they work from Hattiesburg to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, along with Freeman Tractor. They'll treat you right with a lawnmower. Why Not Motorsports Park, along with Chet's Paint and Body in Center Hill, putting it back better than it was when it come from the factory. Along with Sanders Gas, SMI Automotive, see Joe, the Precast Group. They'll help you out there. Michael, see his family, family owned, and they take care of you when it comes to getting yourself a storm shelter. Really like those if you've never owned one. And this is those times where you go, I'd love to have one. See Michael, they can deliver that out and have it set 20,000 pounds. Steel doors, they're great. Talk to them today. Give them a call. They'll help you. The Precast Group, as I said, Talbot Enterprises in House, Mississippi, along with San Marcos, Eastgate Tire, Lauderdale County Farm Supply, and the good folks at Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Spoke with Joe just a little bit ago as they're getting groceries and everything ready for tomorrow. They're going to be open for business and ready to go at this point. Should that change in any way, we'll let you know. Thank you for dropping by and watching. We will keep you up to date with the very latest information that comes in when it comes to weather this afternoon. We'll be talking with some more officials and keeping this steady roll going for information. Thank y'all, and I'll be back very soon to update you with the new updates we get here at Scotty Ray's Weather. Thank you so much.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by